Okay, so this is as raw as these voiceovers get. I'm only doing one take. This is me on the way to the golf course for what will be my greatest round ever. I started at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was the first onto the golf course. I had a group of old men behind me, and let me tell you, I was nervous. Out of bounds right. All I wanted to do is just get it out there. And out there I did, but just pulled it left. This shot, I nearly shanked it. I literally just pushed it. Had a wedge in now, trying to get it close, trying to save par from quite a distance, but it just sort of got stuck up in the air. Tried to make the putt, and it wasn't bad, but a bogey start is not that bad on the first. Here I've got an 8 iron, just tugged it left. You can probably see I'm in a bit of a rush, so like I wanted to get out of the way of the men behind me, so my irons didn't really kick in till later on in the round. Good up and down there though, I was very happy with that. Again with the irons, good swing, just blocked it out to the right, and on this hole you just really do not want to go out to the right. If you go out to the right, it leaves you a long shot in here like that. I had a 6 iron in to a very small green, and yeah, again, pushed it out, blocked it to the right, and left this bunker shot. Not much sand in the bunkers, caught it a bit thin, flew it over the back, but opted for the putter rather than a wedge. Was probably the right decision. Onto the par 3 now, 195, downwind, 7 iron. Again, the irons are just, because I was rushing, you'll see in a minute that the men behind me are quite close behind me. I'm filming, I'm setting up shots, and I just wanted to get out of their way. Very, very, very tough shot, this one. Played it exactly how I wanted to, but it was just downhill, couldn't keep it on the green, and the putt was just, yeah, never really online. You can see the old guys behind me. And this tee shot, out of bounds left, out of bounds right, got to hit it down the middle. That I did. Laid up here with a 5 iron little punch shot, and then it's a bad wedge this one. Kind of finned it, came out of a posture a little bit, but I got away with it, middle of the green. Quite an easy putt. I was on the flat surface of this big green, rolled it past, and then had like a little 2-3 footer back in. 8 iron now into this par 3. Again, just, I don't know, they're starting to get a little bit better. I got away with it, but landed this chip shot exactly where I wanted it to. I knew that it was going to feed down to the hole, and I was so happy. Usually I'd put that, but I felt confident with my wedge. This shot, oh my god, that line is no joke. I literally clipped trees going all the way through that line, and then thankfully landed on the other side. The fescue just grabbed my club here, and I just pulled it left. Thankfully hit the tree, but as you can see, not the greatest leave. Topped it out and left myself a wedge in, which was just literally, you can see it bounced there. Not the greatest. Expecting a lot here from the putt, and still leaving myself a little bit, but bogey. Comes down to the tee shot really. Here, probably one of my best iron shots of the day. 4 iron, big draw, high, handsome, landed softly. Could go for this with your 3-wood, but that bunker in front of you there, it's just very risky if you get trapped in that. Played this wedge shot perfectly, like literally just how I wanted it. Left me this for birdie. I'm not one for that many birdies in a round, but took my time on this one and landed it. Got myself back to 3 over. Huge drive here. Usually I like to go with the hole round the corner, but took it a bit too close to the trees. Heard a clang and a bang and woods cracking, and as you can see, it actually got through and left myself 100 yards in, which was a perfect wedge. But because I was waiting so long for the greenkeepers in front, I forgot it was downwind and flew it all the way to the back. No excuse for this putt though. Dribbled that way too far past. and just, oh, that one hurt. That one really hurt. After that drive, and the wedge shot wasn't even that bad, to 3-putt, yeah, that one hurt. 4 over for the front 9 anyway. Where you don't want to go on this hole is left and right because you just get blocked out. Obviously, I went left. That's where I always go. And yeah, this is such a tough shot. If I was just playing by myself or in a competition, I might even think of just like chipping this out. But for the YouTube, got to go for the best shot. Managed to get it through. Didn't even play it under. I literally went through the trees. As you can see, this was the shot. Through the trees, over the dike, and landed it to the back of the green and left myself this huge putt, which, as you can see, beautifully judged. So impressed with that. And then tapped that in for a par. Now, this hole, if you go for 3-wood, you can reach in 2. And again, I was feeling aggressive today. Got it all the way up there. Left myself a 6-iron in. Hit it really well, but the wind was just pushing it that way. Also, a bit of a closed club face. Landed myself here. As you can see, right club, a little bit left, but there's small greens here. But up against the lip, below my feet. Really needed to keep my posture and just dig down and just commit. That was all I was thinking in my head, is just commit to the shot. Played it exactly where I wanted it, and boom, baby! You do not know how much that meant to me. My first ever eagle on a par 5. Back to 2 over. I have never been 2 over at this point in a round. I was just, I don't know. That's probably why I blocked this shot out. Left myself short again. This one just came out very, very good. I expected like to dump in front of me, but I caught it very good. But I was confident about the put back. I thought, no, I know where this goes, and literally just dived at the end. No idea where that came from. Back to 3 over. This drive, I'm just still buzzing off of that eagle. Hit the trees on the left and bounced back into play, which was very lucky. Then, not the greatest iron shot again, just straight out the toe, got no distance, but my bad shots were still in play. This was just a knockdown 9, but as you can see, them trees, they literally overhang the green, so yeah, that fell down. But in not a bad position. Should I have chipped this? Should I have putted it? What would you have done? I thought putt was the right shot, but I just didn't commit to it going high enough, which is always a tough shot, and that hurt as well. Lipping out or riding the hole on the last 2 shots. Now I'm getting nervous though. I'm in a very good position. I don't know what my score is, but I know it's good. 4 over with 4 to play. Anything could happen. This was a huge drive. Literally left myself a little wedge in. As you can see, just caught it a bit thin, but it was where I was aiming. I just wanted middle of the green because the pin was sort of to the right. And then this one, a bad putt. Left myself a little bit more than I wanted, but got it in for the par. This was a great shot. Huge drive. Caught it out the middle to the point that I had to keep watching it because I thought this has gone too far. And unfortunately, too far it did. Left myself quite a tough shot. Pin was on the left. I didn't want to commit to going over them trees because I didn't think I'd get it down in time, so I backed out to the right. Left myself a simple chip, but just didn't expect that second. I expected it to land and then roll. I didn't expect that second roll, and it went a bit too far than I wanted, and still leaving myself a little bit too much there, but still a double bogeyless round, which is what I was aiming for. 5 over par, short par 3, get it over the trees, a little bit more right, just missed the green. Again, would you chip, would you put that? I opted for putting it because it was kind of flat, but I just left myself more than I should have. Made the putt, but oh, you don't want that. I got so lucky on this shot. I pulled the absolute hell out of it. Luckily, caught it out the heel and it just came back in play. Left myself a pitching wedge in, which I just tugged ever so slightly left. And again, just left myself one of these. Opted to chip it this time. and again, just not committing to it. Whether I'm putting or chipping, I just need to be a little bit more aggressive on them little shots. But thankfully, the putter was in play. This one was a very nervous shot. Usually I'd hit 3-wood, but just wanted to keep it in play. I know that I can par from a 3-iron off the tee. This one, again, I thinned. Almost thought I lost it in the bunker on the right, and that would have just been game over from there. Opted to put this one. I just too nervous to have a wedge in my hand, but left it really, really good. Now this is for a PB and for my greatest round ever to date. I just can't believe that I shot. 5 over par, par 71, 76. Alright, it was off yellows and it wasn't in a competition, so it doesn't really count. But I'm absolutely ecstatic. Things are going in the right direction and I'm just enjoying my golf at the minute. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see another one of these videos at a different golf course, comment down below and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and goodbye.